welcome back to my house, where every night I cook dinner for you, even though you're not here. Why do I always do that? My name's Laura. It's a mess here. It's crazy here. It is what it is. We were supposed to cook last night, but we had tummies that did not feel like eating what I've been warned about in this box. In my chopped box. This is my chopped basket. So, if you have just stumbled upon me, hello. Welcome here to my home. I am doing like a chop challenge, and I'm having my family, who I think are fine, well, not the little ones. The 11-year-old and the husband are understanding it. I didn't want to say the 38-year-old and Josh, my husband, are finally getting it. The 2-year-old has no idea what the heck's going on. So I've been warned that she put everything in this bag. And with the baby, he just puts her in front of some choices, and whatever one she touches, that's the one he puts in the bag. So he kind of helps her, but the 2-year-old thinks it's fun to do it herself. So, sorry, he's on the phone. Let me pause it. I don't think you can hear him. His voice is real quiet. Okay, so the meat, I had him take out yesterday and put it in the fridge, like after it was thawed. So I'm assuming I might know what it is. I'm not going to open it because it's bloody, but it is ground beef from the cow we got a couple years ago. I am probably down to 5 pounds. So there's ground beef. I'm putting it in the sink. This is my hider. Okay. So this little child, this was the middle one's pick. Barbecue sauce. I have an open one in the fridge, so I told them that's fine. They can use one as a substitute, because the first time they gave me all sauce. So they can do one sauce that's already opened, or add in one that we don't have open yet, which I don't think we have anything like that. But so I have a barbecue sauce in the fridge. Let me swap it. Those were honey barbecue sauce, but I'm not going to open a new one or 4. So barbecue sauce. This basket art is like going to be super easy from what I just saw. I'll save it till the end. Lentils. I might have some in my pantry. If not, I can refill it. We've been eating them. So that, which we can just add into the ground beef. Super easy. This is going to be an easy one. Potatoes. And 2003. This is from the 2003 vineyard, Manwich Vineyards. This is a bottle of 2003 Manwich mix. So we're gonna make sloppy joes. I mean, I guess I can make this into something else. I can't be easy, can I? I mean, it's ground beef, and plus he loves these. I think he secretly picked Manwich stuff, because I don't ever cook this stuff. What's in this? Tomato puree, corn syrup, bell pepper, chili pepper. Do I just be lazy and make sandwiches? Let's open it. The idea for the horchata and all that was so good. And I should have done that idea, because it was good. What I made was really good. It just, I didn't think about the milk. And actually, I've had horchata, but I don't really like it, so. So it just smells like barbecue tomato sauce. Like barbecue. Okay. I can't press pause yet, because when I press pause, I only get 5 minutes. But I do need to ask him a question, and that shouldn't count for my time, and I don't think you want to hear me but I'll do it anyway so that I'm not cheating on my challenge to become the next Chopped chef. Were they able to do it?
Yeah, she's gonna call. The pharmacist is gonna call.
Oh, that's easy. Did you intentionally give me manwich and hamburgers?
No. No, I picked the hamburger meat. Scoopy cooked the manwich.
Oh, okay. I guess the hamburger meat was chosen before the manwich. We had to do he had to get a prescription. So we were trying to figure out a thing. You don't care about my life that way. Okay, so I could just do manwiches. I have buns and potato wedges. Or I could do something else. If I press pause, then I only have 5 minutes. I'm thinking like a soup. I don't know how though. If I don't do a manwich, like a hamburger soup, like a stew. And this could be my base. I think maybe it could work. Or chili. Okay. Can you come here real quick? Mm-hmm. Sorry, we're at 7 minutes of us just chit-chatting. Guys, next week is gonna be insane. I have 5 dogs coming to my house to stay. Because I have 2 bachelors and I watch dogs for a living now. Okay. I cannot be creative, and we can just do manwiches with lentils and potato wedges. Or I could make like a hamburgery soup with this in the broth, or a chili.
Oh, a chili sounds good.
A chili? Okay, we're making chili, but with potatoes?
Why not?
We're making a potato, lentil, beef chili. That's what we're doing.
Maybe it's like a chili chowder.
A chili chowder. We got corn in it. Okay. It's 5:36. I have 5 minutes to gather and invent. I will be back. Took me 2 minutes. 38. And I love this idea. Because look at all the things we're going to use. Can of kidney beans. Can of black beans. I canned this beef broth in December. I was trying to think what month 12 was. I didn't strain it or anything. I just threw it in there. Fire roasted tomatoes. Corn. I don't know if I said corn. And a chili seasoning. We're going to use up a ton of stuff. So, I'm going to get the lentils going. And then I'll be back because I need to rinse them. And I need to get the thing that's behind there and move you and blah, 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 blah. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I have some oil in there. I have some garlic and onion chopped. I have the lentils going, and I have some leeks. So let's put the onion and the leeks in and let those cook down a bit. And then we'll add the garlic. I debated on if I wanted to take the skin off of the potatoes, and I really don't like to because that's where all the nutrition is. So I try to leave it on if I can. I'm trying to get it so you can kind of see what I'm doing on both areas. Oh, well, that's not great, but so I have these 3 potatoes. But since you don't usually have potatoes in your chili, I think I'll cut them pretty small. And I think it should be fine. I don't know if I want to use all of the potatoes though, because this is a hunker of a potato. And I don't think I have to use them all, right? That's not the rule. It's not. Those are still big. Mr. Dinky Doo got neutered this morning. He came home and then he went to the front door and he sat and he meowed. I was making an annoyed face at the camera. He couldn't even walk. He was still like wobbly from anesthesia, and that little fool standing at the door like I'm gonna let him out, home from surgery. Like somehow that's gonna be, I'm gonna be like, yes, Dinky, finally, you can go back outside. I think he has lost his mind. Maybe that's why he's trying to find his marbles. So I took him downstairs. I haven't seen him since, but that doesn't mean he won't be back. I told him to give him a stern talking to before he came home and threaten his life if he doesn't start acting the way he's supposed to. They said they tried, but I said, so he's still gonna be. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I asked them that. I said, great, he's still gonna be an a-hole. She said, yeah, I'm sorry. And then she laughed. It was funny. And I was like, I promise I take care of him. He just keeps, because what he does is he stands in the big window in the front. If you've seen other videos you've seen, I have a huge window in my front room. And it's right next to my front door. And what he does is he'll sit there, and then when I walk up the stairs with both girls in my arms, so my arms are completely full, that's when he decides to run out the door. Or he'll wait until he knows you have a million things in your hand, and then that's when he slips out. And I hate it. And then I don't know where he goes. And he gets beat up by everybody because he's such a weenie, even though he's huge. And she was telling me that he's going to even be more of a weenie. Okay, yeah, I think I'm only going to do this one because this is a lot of potato. I don't know what they're talking about over there, but sometimes having chats with the 11-year-old is like talking in circles. It's like talking, I imagine it's what I look like when I nannied the French kids and they had no idea what I was saying and I had no idea what they were saying. That's kind of what talking to her is like sometimes. Except everybody's speaking the same language, just nobody's understanding the concept of the conversation. It's really fun sometimes. Is it my child or is it just an 11-year-old thing? Because I nanny little kids. Like I would say I'm more of a pro at the littles. But preteens, whew. And then when I worked at the psychiatric hospital, I dealt mostly with little kids or the teenagers, 15 and older. So I'm like, I do not know. I hope this is how it's supposed to be, because this isn't good. Still not good, but. When she talks to me, it's just, I just don't understand half of what she's saying. Or she doesn't understand me. Either way. It goes either way. Alright. I'm going to add in these potatoes. I chopped them up pretty fine. And my garlic. And that is a lot of potatoes, so I am only going to use one. Why didn't I add my beef in first? That was dumb, guys. I forgot about it. Oops. I forgot about the beef. Well, we'll add it in now. It's a pound of ground beef. And we'll put that in. Today was actually sunny. The last couple days have been so snowy and rainy and gloomy, and then you'll look outside and it's sunny but 30 degrees, and then it'll start hailing. It's been every season, every day, the last few days. And not enough snow that sticks or anything, and the hail's been pretty small, and the rain's been light. Moana, please go. Please take your brown nose and go. Moana. 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 So Moana's named after, there's this movie called, is it called Johnny Lingo? No, what is it, the movie actually called?
Johnny Lingo.
The first one's Johnny Lingo?
Yeah.
So it's called Johnny Lingo, and it's about this little Polynesian island, and there's this really ugly girl, and her name is Moana. Like, she's so ugly that her dad tells her, I'm not saying she's ugly, that's the show says, she's so ugly that the dad has to pay somebody like 3 cows.
8 cows.
No, that's what Johnny pays. But he says he has to pay, whatever. He says that she's so ugly that nobody's going to do the downy. Is that what it's called? When you like purchase your wife. Which I'm not judging that. I just don't know what it's called exactly. I think it's called a downy. But he says that she's so ugly that nobody will want her, and he's gonna have to pay somebody to take her off his hands. And this movie's like, oh my gosh, it'd been out like, it's probably like 60 years old. So Moana's very sad because she thinks she's this ugly human that her dad and all the other villagers make her out to be. That she's just like an ugly piece of crap, pretty much. So then Johnny comes back from wherever the heck Johnny is, and he's like the sassy, sexy, but they don't say that because it's like a church film, bachelor. And all the girls want Johnny Lingo because he has like the 6-pack and the lava on. I mean, he's like a big, brown, beautiful goddess of a man. Not goddess. God of a, I don't want to say God. He's a big, brown, beautiful man. Polynesian man. Okay? So all the women want Johnny. But Johnny takes 8 cows and he goes to Moana's dad and he offers to marry Moana for 8 cows, which is unheard of. In the village, it's like maybe 2 cows, maybe. But Johnny takes 8 cows and he marries Moana, and that's what they say. So Moana's like registered name, my Moana, not Moana on the show wasn't registered. Moana the dog. Her last name is You Ugly because her dad would be like, Moana, you ugly. That's what he always used to say to her. So that's Moana's, like her first name is Moana and her last name is You Ugly, like one word. But, so he buys her for 8 cows. And the dad's like, you're stupid. Like, you're not getting your cow's worth. Why would you want my ugly daughter? But he wants to get rid of her. It's really a sad movie, that part of it. But then it pans to her in the ocean, and she's like stands up in her beautiful silky Polynesian hair. You know how Polynesians have like such beautiful hair. She stands up. She's not naked or anything. Again, church movie. And she turns around and she's so beautiful. And it's because someone loved her unconditionally and wanted to marry her for just her and knew her worth, which was 8 cows. So it like transforms her physically because she just felt bad about herself before. Anyways, that's the movie Moana. That is who Moana is named after. But I loved that movie growing up because I was super teased. And I was like, one day I'll find my Johnny Lingo. I wonder if that's why I had a really big obsession with Polynesian men before I lived with a Polynesian woman. And then I decided I didn't want to marry a Polynesian man. But those were my dream guys for a long time. It was a BBBPM, a big, beautiful Polynesian male. I should not have put the potatoes. If you do something like, don't do what I just did. I think Gracie might be tired. I know it's kind of late, but maybe she needs just like a little cat nap. Just because she only took like a 40-minute nap earlier. Okay. So I'm just going to keep letting these cook a little bit. It's going to take a little bit longer because of what I did. Let's check on these lentils. But that, growing up, was like one of my favorite. And I would check it out at the library at church. But I loved it because it was like, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay. Those are almost done. So I think I'll add them in now so they can finish cooking in with the liquid. No, I'll give them another minute. They're a little crunchy still. I don't want them to not cook enough. And I didn't season them because this is going to have a lot of flavors. I have a very unhappy little baby who is now standing at the couch. And it's very cute. And she's very tiny. But she is my chunkiest baby out of all of my... I had little skinny minis. And then I had my little chunkster. I call her the little chunky one. Do you have any weird movies you grew up watching? I grew up watching a ton of weird stuff. But we got like one channel, and I used to watch was it Friday or Saturday, the Lawrence Welk Show. That was one of my favorite shows. And I never missed a week. And I watched my videos from the church library. So the Moana, there was one about this kid. Oh, that one was sad. Why did I watch these movies? Sometimes I think back on my childhood and I'm like, nowadays somebody would probably call a therapist and make sure I'm okay. But it was about this kid who got really bullied on the bus. And then he gets off the bus and he dies in the snow. Like, that's the movie. Did you turn on her sewing machine? Yes. Oh. I don't know why that was my other favorite movie. And then one about this old lady who... her name is Nora, and she makes all these Christmas treats for people, and like nobody cares about her, and then she dies. See, at least Moana was a happy ending.
She's 10 pounds.
How did I turn out somewhat normal with all these movies that I used to watch? Also, why were these movies a thing? Like, why? I mean, I get the message behind it, but it's very, like, couldn't they be a little happier? Like, couldn't he pass out in the snow and then be happy in the end? She is screaming. Maybe she's not tired. She only slept for 40 minutes for her second nap. Okay, now we're going to add in these fire roasted tomatoes. And this is in no way like a real chili. It's a chili play. So before I know someone's going to be like, that's a crazy way to make chili. I know. But we're inventing something with what we were given. And I could have just been boring. And I could have just made a manwiches. I'm going to break these up a little bit. I almost wonder if she's breaking another, or she's going to be getting another tooth soon, because she even cried in the car today, and she is so happy. She never cries. Never. She is my very happy little baby. You don't even know she's here with me most of the time. She's usually at my feet, and you can't even tell because she's so quiet. Until she yells. My beef broth. Nice guy. That was a gross burp on the camera. This is the leftover. I had just a tiny bit. I added some warm water. Just some more beef broth. And I'm going to add maybe like another 8 ounces of water. because those potatoes are going to soak some of that up. And then now I'm going to drain these lentils and I'm going to add those in. Oh, shoot. I'm also going to drop a ton of them in the sink. My strainer's occupied with beans. Hey, Indy. I can hear you very loud and clear. She might just not be filling. Where are they? Hold on, I need to go find where everybody is because she's screaming. Okay, sorry. I can't concentrate when any of my kids are crying. Like, my soul hurts, as I'm sure you moms know. So I had to go come up with a new game plan for her because she does not cry. And it stresses me out. It gives me anxieties. Okay. Now I have all the clacking behind me. Guys, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm going to add in this chili powder. I don't even know when I got that. All this stuff that I brought up was like down in the back of the food storage downstairs. Okay. This is going to be interesting with this manwich in it. Okay, good. It's not too... I was worried that this was going to be too much flavor with the fire roasted and our manwich. So I'm not going to add all of it in at once because I don't know how this is going to taste. So add in about half. About half. I feel like I need to use like half of something. So this is going to be like a barbecue chili. Okay. But that kind of has like a Worcestershire taste like that. You guys always tell me what I'm thinking. Like yesterday when I was poaching an egg. I've totally poached eggs before. I've made eggs Benedict. But for some reason yesterday I thought I was inventing something new. But that kind of has like the flavoring of a gotina, of a Worcestershire sauce. Okay, that's actually not even very flavorful yet. We gotta add in some barbecue sauce. Elsie's listening to music on the TV and dancing. Baby Shark is on right now. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to add too much of that either. And this has a lot of fat on the top. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm adding in the rest. Okay. Let's taste that. It honestly really doesn't, it just kind of gives it that, I don't know what flavor to describe that as, like an acidic. Alexa, how would you describe Worcestershire sauce flavor?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. Worcestershire sauce is commonly used as a dressing for meat, fish, salads, vegetables, and other dishes. Its flavor is strong and salty, with sweet, sour, and umami notes, making it a perfect complement to enhance the flavor of various foods.
Okay, Alexa, thank you. Yeah, that's exactly.
Good evening, Laura.
No,
you're the brightest star in the sky.
I know. Alexa, thank you. Thank you. You're great.
You're the brightest star in the sky.
This is why I don't talk to her. Alexa, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So now we know the flavor and that I'm the brightest star in the sky. It's like a salty, sweet, umami. Like there's no explaining it. Worcestershire. Is that what she said? Or is that how I say it? Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. I'm probably not going to remember how to say that. So that kind of just gave it that vibe. in there. So it didn't really like super change the chili flavor. Okay, so I added more barbecue sauce. That's very interesting. That's interesting. Okay, we need some seasonings. I'm all out of white pepper. My life is over. Pepper. You know we gotta have some mint. I feel like it needs an oregano. Do we want a Mexican oregano or do we want a regular oregano? We'll come back to that. Sage. I'm all out of time. We know that. Parsley. My nose is so runny today for some reason. I feel like we need some cumin in there. Some cumin. And I feel like if we're doing cumin, we need Mexican oregano. And then we need smoked paprika if we're going that route. And then let's throw in some Cajun. Not a lot. Just a little bit. And I'm going to add in some chili powder. With just a little bit of that too. Okay. We might need more of that. That's okay. Easier to add than take away. Let me get him and have him taste it. I also have to make, on top of having 27 dogs come to my house, I have to make 2 lasagnas this week. And I have to make Easter dinner. I'm making a roast. Will you come taste this? Yeah. Because his mom and sister are coming over. So I'm in charge of cooking. That part. Can you explain to the fam, to the best friends, what it tastes like?
Chili.
Does it really taste like chili?
Uh-huh.
That manwich, you can't taste it. It's manwich, huh?
Mm-mm.
Do
Can't taste it.
I have food on my face?
Flour.
Flour? I didn't touch flour. It's not cocaine. It just rubbed white off my face, and he said it was flour, and I was like, I didn't touch flour. Oh my gosh, and my nose is running. They're going to think I'm not doing cocaine, I swear. If I was doing cocaine, I would be a lot thinner, and I would have a lot more energy. Great.
The algorithm's going to flag you for
I
saying
know,
cocaine.
I'm going to get flagged now. Yesterday was the naked, today it's the snow. Oh gosh. There's Moana. And then I'm telling stories about buying women. Oh my gosh.
It was a dowry. It wasn't
A dowry.
buying.
I did say it right then.
Yeah.
They're going to kick me off YouTube. And my nose is red. But it's all, you guys know my nose is always red like this. I took a picture in this outside. And I have a doctor's appointment next week. And I'm going to show him. And my cheeks, they looked almost bruised under. And I've been getting these little red dots. So I took a picture and I'm going to show him. And that hurts. And there's like these little, sorry, there's like these little, like almost blisters in it. And I went and actually bought a moisturizer. I got all those apples and stuff to go downstairs. Clothes that don't fit the babies anymore. And it helped for a couple days. And then now it's back. I think it's perioral dermatitis. But it hurts. And then I rub it and then it gets even redder. And then my nose is just running because I just have had a runny nose the last. I think it's just like the weather being crazy. Because seriously, it was like snowing, hailing, raining, sunshine, bikini weather, hailing, tornado, earthquake in one day. It was nuts out there. Also, my chickens, every time I go outside, just line up. And it's so cute. Because they think I'm bringing them a treat. But I'm not. Okay, let me give this a little more taste. I think the flavor's there, it's just not strong enough. So I'm going to add in some more oregano. Oh. Then some more cumin. Sage. I think I don't like the sage because it comes out so fast. Parsley. I don't want any more mint. I didn't keep the smoked paprika out. And some more chili powder. Why am I feeling like it needs like a splash of nutmeg? Am I crazy? We're doing it. And some nutmeg. I don't know. My soul's telling me it needs that. Listen to my soul. Trust your gut, right? Oh, that's my tasting spoon. Trust your gut. That's my motto in life. Okay. Oh, that's a fire roasted tomato. I was like, what is that? Maybe it needs some, I feel like it shouldn't need salt. But I think that that's what it's missing, is like some salt. My child is singing Spice Girls. They were my jam when I was younger.
I don't think she knows.
She doesn't. She thinks like she's super cool with music and she'll like sing stuff, and I'm like, girl, been there, done that. Okay. Yeah, I think it just needs like a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna throw these beans in so they can soak up some of that flavor. And yesterday when I said I don't eat a lot of dairy, I eat cheese, but I don't drink like a lot of milk. I don't really eat, I eat plain yogurt if I eat yogurt. And I don't really do like dairy in that form, besides like sour cream and cheese. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's looking great. Let me try a potato. Huh? Oh. Here, taste this now. She walked away if you were...
That's hella good.
Perfect. It's hella good. Which means add something in when he walks away. Okay. I'm going to let this cook a bit and incorporate all the flavors and get these potatoes cooked. It's 6:24. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because I know everybody wants to eat. I'm going to clean up. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if these potatoes are cooked. I had to turn it down. It was super bubbling. Oh my gosh. I can't tell. Like one more minute and they'll be good. So I'm gonna throw the corn in. is in there singing and dancing. And it looks pretty good. Even though it just burned the crap out of me. It's a little bit thinner. I have some sour cream, and then I ran to the grocery store today to get some fruits and veggies with WIC before the end of the month, and I had half a pound of cheese left, so I grabbed this just for easy for the girls. So we can put that and some sour cream on the top. So I'll be back when it's plated. Look, it totally splattered all. There's dinner. Our manwich chili soup. Tastes good. It tastes like chili. And I used a bunch of stuff from the pantry. So thanks for cooking with me. I will see you tomorrow, best friends.